Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another video. All right, today's video is super simple, super fun to do, and makes you some easy money, okay? Time consuming a little bit, but if you're home and have nothing better to do and you're retired or you just like to do some fun things on your spare time, this is it. All right, so let me show you guys what I have been up to lately. You may have seen a post a while back. So I've been making these adorable little keychains. They don't have to be keychains. They could be necklaces. I'll show you that as well. But like, look how super cute these are. And they're all colored too. So I'm gonna go through all of it together with you. Come on, focus. Okay, and then I even have these ones are metal, and then I even have these wooden ones. I got these all off of Amazon. I love this one. This one's like a cream wooden, but then it's got nice blue in it. So how do I make these? Let's first start off by telling you the products. So these guys here, they're called little pendants, and I get them off Amazon. These ones here come 32 pieces in total, along with a baggie of these, which are called cabochons. Cabochons, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. That is what they are. So it comes with a bag of these, okay? And then you put your paint skin in there, you put the cabochon in there, and there you go. I'm gonna use a lighter color so you can see better. All right, so there you go. So it comes with it. Not all things you buy off Amazon come with a cabochon. These wooden ones that I bought, they like, look at this color actually. It's like a coppery kind of color, and I put some nice coppery yellow colors. So this one here has a cream color, a copper color. It comes in a black color, a brown color. There's brown as well. Is this one brown? Yep, brown. So then there's brown as well. Okay, and they did not come with the cabochons, so you have to buy them extra. Now, these ones here are 25 millimeter cabochons. Okay, so I think that's 1 inch or 1.5 inch. I can't remember, but 25 millimeters. I know that for sure. Okay, and so you can also buy different shapes. So you may have seen me do turtles. You may have seen me do turtles, and the turtles come with their own cabochons so that they fit exactly. Now, these two are extras from a previous one I did because the cabochons ended up being cracked when I got them from Amazon, but no big deal. I reached out to Amazon and they sent a replacement. But so you get the cabochons with these. There are different shapes you can get. There's owls, elephants, like, I mean, all kinds, rectangular pieces, square pieces. I've put a few of them in my Amazon shops. The links are in the description below my video. And if you go into my Amazon shop and click on the jewelry making tab or category, that's where you're gonna find all of this stuff and everything you need to know. These ones here, these colored ones, I got them off Amazon Canada, and I have searched high and low on Amazon US, even the company that makes these, and I can't find them anywhere. So I don't have these in the US Amazon link shop because I can't find them on the US Amazon site. If you happen to find them, if you do better than I do, and you happen to find them on the US website, I'd appreciate it if you send me a link to it. You can email it to me or put it in the comments below. But I could not find these colors, and I love these. These are so cute. I love the colors. So you get 8 colors, you know, and they're super, super awesome. And so the next thing that I need, that I buy, are, where'd it go? This. So you buy a pack of these, again, off Amazon. So these are called lobster claw clips, and then you get the key ring with it, okay? You can buy this separately, you can buy this separately, or you can buy them in a pack together. Comes in a plastic thingy like this. You get a bunch of claw clips and a bunch of rings. So I prefer getting the combo deal, not buying them separately. Okay, there's other kind of clasps you can get. You don't have to get the lobster clasps. Okay, the other thing you need is glue. I like to use Diamond Glaze. This bottle's super old, but here you go, Diamond Glaze. Okay, it's a nice glue. I love it. I've been using it forever. I like using this smaller one because it's got a smaller tip. There you go, smaller tip. So it's easier to use as opposed to this big hole here. So when this bottle empties out, I just pour some of this in here and always use from this bottle. I love this little thing and it works great. The other thing you need, if you are doing these round ones, is the easiest thing to do is get yourself a little hole puncher. Oh, there you go. It's a 1 inch. Haha. So 25 millimeters is 1 inch. There you go. So I bought this from Michael's. Did I? Michael's or Amazon? I know Michael sells them though too, but maybe I did get this from Amazon. So it's got a little locking mechanism, so it keeps it closed and locked, and then you just push it. And you have a round hole puncher, which makes, where did I put them? Oh my gosh, they're right here in front of my face. So it makes the perfect round little punches for these. Perfect. Look at that. See? Just like that. So it does the perfect circle. So I also have one of these. You can use tweezers. You can use, I don't know. This is like a Cricut little, it's very sharp and it's got a very pointy edge. Because what I like to do is after I punch out the holes, I like to put the piece in the pendant just to see what it would look like. Even put the cabochon on top to see what it looks like before I actually glue it all down. Because sometimes you'll put it in and you're like, actually, no, it doesn't really look that good in there. But the problem is once you put it in, you can't take the little bugger out. So I like to use my little tool and then I just peel it out with my tool. Okay, so that's what I do. Now, where do I get these from? These are my paint skins. All right, so you can do one of two things. When you do a painting, whatever, your paint dries on your table, you peel it off, you end up with a paint skin. I've got some here on my table. All right, these are from my most recent paintings. Okay, and I love them because they peel off of my mat very, very easily. You all know I cover, these are my Loli Veffy mats. You see here, Loli Veffy. I swear by these mats, but I do cover them. I cover them with plastic, just some clear plastic. It's like painter's plastic that painters use to protect furniture or floors or whatever. I get it from Home Depot and I cover my Loli Veffy mats. Why? Because it keeps my Loli Veffy mats super duper duper clean. And I never have to clean them. I just peel the plastic off and put a fresh piece of plastic down. And these paint skins peel off the plastic, this plastic super easily. Peels off this super easily too. So you end up with paint skins like this, all kinds of pretty colors, okay? And you can see here, hold on, I shall move this over here out of the way. So every time I do a painting for you guys, and I post it to YouTube, I wait for the paint to dry most of the time. And I peel off my paint skins. And there you go. So what I have here is a tray. Let me move these over. Move these up out of the way just so I can show you guys the plethora of paint skins that I have. Okay. All right. This shall do. All right. So I've got sheets and sheets, like 1, 2, 3, like this is, oh my gosh, probably about 20 sheets worth of paint skins, okay? All layered on here. Now, you can't, when you're saving your paint skins, for those of you who are new at this, you cannot put paint skins on top of each other like this and just store them away. Doesn't matter if these are dry and have been dry for months, they will eventually stick together and you will never, ever, ever get them to come apart. And then you've just wasted so many beautiful paint skins. It is imperative that you keep them spaced out as much as possible, or like just so that they're not touching each other. Okay, they cannot be touching each other or else they'll stick together. I kind of like learned that lesson a little bit the hard way, and some of them were touching and I ended up throwing a lot of them away. Now this piece of paper here is just some parchment paper. You can use wax paper, and I literally just layer them on top of each other. Goodness gracious. These suckers are hard to move when they're getting stuck to my lowly Veffy mat. All right, so what I do, I'll just cover those for now. So I'll go through my paint skins. I'll pick this up and then I'll have to readjust them after. I put them over here to the side, and then I'll look at my next sheet. And what I do is I find with these colored ones what I think will look best. So for example, I've got some beautiful green paint skins here with some gold. Look at that, super pretty, okay? So then what I do is I take my hole puncher and I'll put the skin in the hole puncher and find the best spot that I think is going to look super good in this circle right here. So let me just see where I like it. And then if, you know, always have scissors with you too, because let's say I want to get further up, but it's kind of in the way, you can always cut some of that off just to get more centered to where you want to be. I don't know. And you know what? You would think this is easy to do, but it's time consuming because you want to find the best one. I think I like that. So I like it right there. Pop it and out it comes, okay? And then I would still save this skin because there's still more spots you can use, okay? So you'll pop her out and then you think, okay, well, I'm gonna put it here in the green one. Yeah, it looks great. So when I did, here's a big bucket full of them. There's like probably almost 100 in here, okay? And so when I first started them a couple weeks back, I was just slapping in the skin, putting the cabochon and, you know, finishing it up. But after about 10 of them, I realized something. You really should look at the actual design on here, because when you look at it, if you use your imagination, you can see things. Just like when I do my paintings and people are like, oh, I can see Elvis's face, or I can see a deer, or I see a dog's face. We all see stuff in our paintings. You know it, I know it, you know it. We always see stuff in our paintings. And the same goes for these little things, even though they're super small. So you can see here, for example, let me show you this one. I love this one. So do you see, come on, focus. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I put it so that the lines are going side to side, and it almost looks like, let me look at it first. Yeah, it looks like rocky mountains down here and like a sky pinkish background up at the top with like, you know, maybe a moon or something. I don't know how well you can see that, but let's just say I had turned it this way and put it in the keychain this way, upwards like this. It doesn't really, there's nothing really there. But if you do it this way, it kind of looks like a landscape of some sort of rocky mountains or something, right? So like, let's say this one too, the green one. All right, same thing again. I made the lines go side by side and not this way because I felt it looked better this way. Looks like green mossy mountains or something. So you might want to look at that. Maybe you don't care. Maybe, you know, it doesn't bother you. Same with this one. I'll show you the last one. This one looks like water to me, like a seabed of water, the ocean, and some clouds up top. Okay, so doesn't that look oceany to you? You know, watery on the bottom, ocean, water waves, you know, ripples of the waves, and the top looks like clouds. But if you had done it this way, I don't see anything, right? So pay attention to how you put the skins in your, because as a keychain, it doesn't really matter too much. But let's say you wanted to make it into a necklace. Let's say you want to make this pendant into a necklace. Okay, so I buy these. They are coated, 925. Stainless, not stainless, sterling silver coated necklaces. Okay, again, these are listed in my Amazon shop. So let me put, whatever, let's just do this even though I already have a keychain on it. But let's say you were using this as a necklace, right? And someone was hanging this off their neck. Wouldn't it be much prettier if it was hanging this way and not this way, right? So they don't have to be keychains. You can make necklaces. You can get all kinds of different chains, silver chains. You can make your own chains. I wouldn't do that. It's just way too time consuming for me. You can get them in specific lengths too. So I've got a pack of them here. So you can make necklaces out of them. You can make keychains out of them. You can do whatever you want with them. A while back I did a bunch of necklaces, but this time around I'm only doing keychains for now. And then I bought these little organza bags. I used to put everything in the black velvet bags, but here was the problem with that. The black velvet bag looked super cool, super cute, very fashionable, but I could never see what was in the bag. You know, so I would take my stuff to my events at FAE or like, you know, any workshops I was doing, and I had to take every single piece out of the bag and display it on the bag. And that could become tiresome if you're, you know, planning on making these to do at a show or somewhere, you know, a craft show. You know, you can't see what's in the bag. So then I had this bright idea to buy these clear little white organza bags. And then that way you can see inside the bag. And if someone really wants to get a better look at it, they can take it out and look at it. But at least this way, you're saving yourself a lot of work by not having to take them all out and then putting them all back in when you're done, right? So if someone's got, you know, a bunch of them and they come to your table at your craft show and they're like, oh, well, you know, let me see what they are. And they can't see inside a black bag, but I can clearly see how these look in these little clear bags. So, and then if I was like, oh, I like this one, let me open it up and see how it looks like that, right? So just something to think about if you're going to do this. Get yourself these clear little baggies. Again, posted and listed in my Amazon shop. So, again, never, ever, ever have the skins touching each other because they will stick together and you are going to lose a ton of skins. So when I'm done and I put them all back on my tray here, I make sure I spread them out, because if you don't, say bye-bye to all the beautiful skins you've been collecting. Okay, spread them all out, make sure nothing is touching, and then put them away. Okay, I put them on my baker's rack. That's what I do. Okay, so like I said, there's like probably 20 years of paint skins in here. Did any of those stick to the bottom of my tray? No, they didn't. Okay, so let me show you now. A lot of talking, I know, but if I don't talk, how are you going to learn? Okay, so this green one, let's start with this green one here. And let me see. So I kind of like it this way because it looks like mountains, okay? So what you want to do is take your diamond glaze. Let's see, do I have a clog in it? Sometimes I have to poke it with, no, it's good. Sometimes you just need a safety pin to poke it. Now, do not put a lot of glue, okay? A little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to do a little bit. That's it. You see that? That's it. Very little, okay? So I've got it in the orientation I want, which is this way. And I'm gonna put it in. And I'm just going to lightly rub, just like that, okay? And then that's how it looks with the orientation that I wanted. I really hope you can see what I see. Okay, so there we go. That's the orientation I wanted. Now, the cabochon, okay, you have to be careful. If you put too much glue, it'll seep out of the sides once you push the cabochon down. Cabochon. Once you push it down, it will seep out of the sides. So you don't want to put too much, but you want to put enough so that when you do put it down and you push down a little bit, it's going to push all the glue out and no air bubbles or pockets will be left seen under the cabochon. If you don't put enough glue, then you're going to see little air pockets of like bare spots of where glue is not touching the skin or the cabochon, and you don't want that, okay? Once you do like, 5 or so, you'll get the hang of it. So I just like to do a little bit, okay? Not much, okay? Then you take the cabochon. I also have a nice microfiber cloth that I use because I'm touching the cabochon, okay? So I'm getting my grubby fingerprints on it. And if you put a fingerprint, let's say I squeeze, now there's a serious fingerprint on there, slap it on the cabochon. Now my fingerprint is embedded in there forever. Now you may want my fingerprint in there, but I don't. So I like having these microfiber cloths, and I just like to rub it on the cloth and get it nice and clean. And then I stick my cabochon on there. Now, I haven't squeezed it down yet. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see, I almost dropped it. Can you see that there's air pockets and bubbles? So what you want to do is squeeze it, and all the bubbles and air pockets will pull out to the sides, okay? And bam, all gone. Look at that. I'm going to see if I can focus into that. All gone. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it really pushed everything out to the side. There's not a single pocket, a single bubble, nothing. And if you happen to get some oozing out of the side, just take some paper towel and wipe the edge. If you happen to get some glue on the cabochon on top as you're wiping, because I've done that, where I'll go to wipe it and then I wipe the glue on the cabochon, just a little rubbing alcohol, spritz some rubbing alcohol on some paper towel and wipe it off, okay? And the glue will come right off. All right, so super duper simple, okay? So then what you want to do is you want to get your claw. Where's my claw? Oh, here we go. So you've got your claw. You're going to put it, obviously, I mean, this is really simple. But here is a trick with these though. Because these are painted and they have like colors on them, if you go to put this on here and rub it and twist it and twist it and twist it, you are going to scratch the paint off of the top of that, okay? If you have just like a silver guy like this, that doesn't matter. But these specifically, these colored ones, it matters, okay? So when you are putting these on, you want to, come on, Kanella, pull away pull it open and twist as you have it pulled open, okay? Don't let it rub up against the color, okay? Do you see what I'm doing? Kind of, yes, no, maybe. I hope so, but I think you understand what I'm talking about. Pull it away and slide it, and don't let it rub up against the top because it will scratch the color off. Again, something I learned when I did the first 4 or 5 of them. And there you go. You have a super cute little keychain. Okay, now you're thinking, well, how do I cut out a paint skin when I have an oval shaped cabochon? Because you're not going to find an oval shaped hole puncher. So in this case, what you want to do, let's see, I'm just going to take a scrap piece, whatever, I'll just grab this. Okay, you got your cabochon, you're going to get yourself some sort of pen. All right, and what you're going to do is you're going to trace said cabochon. This one obviously is broken, so I can't really have a perfect cabochon, but you are just going to trace it. I have a black inky pen, which is great. Okay, so you trace it, and you can see here, I have my perfect cabochon. Well, not perfect because it's cracked. So obviously, this guy's cracked and he's broken, but trace them out. Okay, same thing if you have like a square pendant, oval pendant. This is more time consuming, okay? Super duper simple and easy, way more time consuming, but you get to do different fun shapes, okay? So I like to, then you're gonna cut around it nice and carefully. You want to cut below the black line so that when you're done cutting it, you don't see any of the black or pen mark or whatever you're using to mark it up. You want to kind of get rid of that. So you're going to cut around it and cut on the inside of the line so that when you're done cutting it, you do not see your pen mark. Okay, so there's my oval shaped paint skin. You slap them in your Mr. Turtle here, and wham bam, Bob's your uncle. There you go. Okay, you glue it down just like I showed you. You stick the cabochon on just like I showed you, and there you go. You've now got a turtle keychain. You can make it a necklace. You can do whatever you want, but that is how you do the skins for odd shapes. Okay. Again, I can't really take this off without scratching up or ruining the paint skin. So I just use my little tool here, and there you go. It comes right out. Okay, so let me think. I'm not going to go and make all of these, but as I said, here's a pretty purple one. Super time consuming, but if you sit down in front of the television, watch some Olympics or something. I don't know, watch your favorite show, soap opera, Days of Our Lives, The Walking Dead. I don't know, just watch anything or just sit and listen to music. I don't know. Do whatever makes you happy. Sit down, have some fun, make a bunch of stuff, okay? Save your paint skins. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. Do you have to do dry paint skins? No, you don't. So let's say I just did a blowout and I've got wet paint on my table around my painting. I've never done this, but I know a lot of people do. You can take the cabochon, especially these odd shaped ones, and dip it into the paint when it's wet. So if you just drop it into the wet paint and then carefully pick it up, you will now have a wet paint under your cabochon, and then you can totally eliminate the process of punching out or cutting out your paint skin, and then you don't have to glue it to the pendant, and then you don't have to glue the cabochon. All you have to do is glue the painted cabochon, onto the pendant. So you can do that, but that would take much longer in terms of dipping cabochons, unless you just over time just continuously dip cabochons every time you do a painting. I like the skin method because I can save paint skins for months and months and months and months and go through them and find the colors that I think work best with what I want to, what pendant I want to use. But yes, you could do that as well. You could dip your cabochon into wet paint. I wish I had wet paint to try it, but I don't. I do not. Maybe I should try and like dip one of these. But you get the idea. I've never done it, but I know a lot of people do it because they don't have a hole punch or they have odd shapes like this, and dipping it into paint. And then I assume you just turn it over and lay it flat to dry. And then you have a painted cabochon, okay? And then you can just glue him into your pendant. All right. So these are great little gift ideas. Great for like, you know, there's Christmas is coming up. Can I tell you, I went to Michael's the other day and their aisles are loaded with Halloween and Thanksgiving. I kid you not. I think this is the first year ever I have seen Halloween, like the next season coming up, so early in the stores. They have Halloween stuff. It's mind-boggling. It's actually quite depressing, actually, too, because it is still summer. I want to enjoy my summer heat, my vacation, all of that, and they're putting out Halloween spooky skeleton stuff. And before you know it, Christmas stuff is going to be out. And, you know, Christmas fairs, Christmas craft shows, all of that stuff is coming up and you need to prepare for it. If you do these kind of shows, you know that you have to do these things super, super duper early in advance. And every year I drop the ball. I always say I'm going to make Christmas ornaments and then it's too late and then I've totally forgotten. I wanted to do back to school things, totally ran out of time. I'm leaving for Greece soon. I don't know when you're watching this video. It could be while I'm in Greece. But totally dropped the ball. I get back from Greece and school starts, so I missed out on that. But, you know, Halloween's up next. Christmas is coming up. These are great for Christmas gifts, for family, friends, or like I said, if you're doing craft shows. How much do you sell them for? Well, it depends. It depends how much you bought, you know, this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece. You know, factor in some usage of glue. Factor in your time to make these things. You know, your time isn't free. So, you know, for me personally, I think I'm probably going to sell these probably for about $10 a pop. You know, maybe $10 or $15, maybe less, or hey, buy two for so-and-so, right? It depends. It depends on how much you spent on stuff and how many hours you spent doing it. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned some things. This is my favorite. I don't know if I showed that to you. Look, it's so pretty. It's like a peachy pink and it's got like a peachy color in it. Sophia saw it. She said, Mommy, this is my favorite. Can I have it? I said, don't touch it. I said, no, you can't have it. And then with black, you can do like any color because black goes with everything. So you see there, you see how I made the lines go this way and not vertically? So it looks like a whole landscape of some sort, mountains or something. You know, it really depends how you put the skin in the pendant. It doesn't look good like this to me, but it looks awesome, like some sort of landscape, and it's all rainbow-ish. You see that? So pay attention to how you put the paint skin into your pendants, all right? If anyone has any questions, please put them in the comments below. I will answer every question I can. Again, if you can find these on Amazon US, you know, these colored ones, let me know. Send me the link so that I can add it to my shop. I looked and looked and searched and searched. I put the company name that I found them on the Canadian Amazon site. Cannot find it. So unfortunately I can't find it, but if you can find it for me, let me know. And like, again, everything else is listed in my Amazon links. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys sit and have fun with this. And like I said, you can make necklaces, you can make keychains, you can do, you know, put name tags on them. I don't know, get creative and sell these and make little profits. Like if you, like I've got over 100 in here, okay? 100. There's 100 in here plus all these 32 that I haven't made yet. Now just think, if you sold them, 100 of these for 10 bucks each, you do the math, my friends. You do the math, okay? Like, time consuming, yes, but like I said, if you are home chilling, doing nothing, or you like to do some, you know, calm stuff, mellow stuff on your spare time, or you're retired, this is a game changer. This will make you cash super easily. All right, so have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I hope you guys have fun with it. I hope you get creative. You know, Christmas is coming up. Do some Christmas colors. I don't know. Have fun. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.